and gentlemen, our country is falling apart.
The nation is in mourning tonight.
Our institutions are failing. Crime is out of control. It is our duty to fix it. We are touching on every sector of society. Race, class, and corruption. Nothing is off limit. No holds barred. The Cold Truth with Kim Cole. The power belongs to the people. Join us right here, Monday to Sunday, 4:45 p.m. to 5:45 p.m.
Good evening, everybody, and thank you all for tuning in to another installment of The Cold Truth, where we get to the root of the issues affecting our nation. I am Kim Cole, and it's a pleasure, as always, to be with you today on Synergy TV, and we're also streaming live at The Cold Truth on Facebook. So a little later on, you'll get the chance to share your views by calling 622-9785 or 628-6093. So let's talk a little bit about Tobago. Our sister island has been receiving some stepsister treatment over the last few months with the collapse of the sea bridge. Estimates put Tobago's tourism sector's losses at approximately $700 million. Now, opposition leader Kamala Persad-Bissessor took a few jabs at Prime Minister Dr. Keith Rowley, a Tobagonian, over the issue. And frankly, the Tobagonians themselves must be wondering how this son of their soil, a wee boy Keith, as they say, could let the situation escalate to the point where people were literally stranded. Now, it's not a hopeless situation, as LIAT is now in the mix and will be assisting Caribbean Airlines in servicing the air bridge from March 19th to April 30th this year. Now, with respect to the sea bridge, though, the TNT Spirit, which was taken out of service last June, has completed all major works and is expected to resume service on Friday. Now, but it's been, a situation has been a recurring problem for several years. Let's forget about tourism for a minute and just look at it from a domestic standpoint. Tobagonians often need to travel to Trinidad for work, medical care, school, and business. The last few months saw people having to dig deep in their pockets to get accommodation when they couldn't get back their homes, or when they could not get back to their homes due to the unreliable transportation arrangements. So what happened, Tobagonians? What happened? Are you saying that Tobagonians don't deserve reliable transport between our islands? And what about us? I am so fed up of going to Piarco and watching people almost to the point of begging to try to get flights on time. This affects the tourism industry. There is one area where there is this is one area where there is no more room to point fingers or cast blame. Pull up all your socks, get to the bottom of the issue. Our economy is already scraping the bottom, and if oil and gas isn't our main bread and butter, guess what? Tourism is what we have. Now, I could go on and on and on and on at length about what we're taught. I can go on and on at length about where we're going wrong as it relates to tourism, but I'll save that for another day. The bottom line is the connection between Trinidad and Tobago is like the connection between Minister of Sports Darrell Smith and the media. There's always a problem to get through, and when you do get through, it's because the connection does be a failure. So our telephone lines are open, 622-9785, 628-6093. I want to ask my Tobagonian viewers to weigh in this evening on this topic. Now, how has this issue affected you? Do you find the government has been working to resolve the problem fast enough? And what other solutions do you think we could implement to ensure that this unreliable connection problem is a thing of our past? And I would also like to inform you that this afternoon I do have in studio a very special guest. Hi, good afternoon. I do apologize. So, as I was saying, I would like to welcome to Synergy's studio and to the Cold Truth social media personality, Stark Grimes of Stark Entertainment. Now, Stark's videos can be a little coarse, and when I say coarse, I mean really bad in terms of the language. But, you know, we're really business here. This is the cold truth, and sometimes, believe it or not, you have to be rough to get your point across to the people. Good afternoon, Stark.
Good evening to you, Kim Cole.
Thank you for being a part of this evening's discussion.
And trust me, it's a pleasure being here, you understand?
Thank you so much. Now, before we get into the discussion, I'm going to stop to take this call. Hi, good afternoon, caller. You are live. Welcome.
Hello?
Yes, my love. Good afternoon. Hello? Caller, you're live. So, it appears as though the call has dropped. But I invite you to call back 622-9785 or 628-6093. Now, I have been following Stark for a while, and some of his videos raised a few red flags, well, at least for me. We have a lot of seemingly abandoned projects all over the country. Now, this is a political pet peeve of mine. When an election, and let me repeat this, when an election shifts the power from one party to the next, there is always a delay in completing projects due to audit and queries, and we will get into it after this call. Hi, good afternoon, caller. You are live.
Good evening, Miss Cole. As usual, you make my day, and you make so many other viewers' days. Now, you asked about, it's done. You asked about Tobago. Tobago, well, oil and gas is a thing of the past, as you said. And we have now to rely on our agriculture and our tourism. But I don't know. First of all, I am not happy with our minister from Tobago, Miss Kojo. She made some damaging statements when she entered Parliament day one. She didn't want the Tobago ship, which kind of raises racism. And we're too much of a small country to have that. That is out of the question. We're a rainbow country, and therein lies the problem. And from that moment onwards, things were bad. It continued to escalate and escalate. And you had people of the other religious organization calling every day, and it broke my heart, for their people. You know, we talk about Africans and Indians, and it is, when they call, don't let the Calcutta ship, you don't want it, we going to boycott it. I mean, that is really putting Tobago. Not all Tobagonians is like Miss Kojo. Come on. And, you know, we keep going, and the poor, the majority of the Tobagonians sit and take it, and they don't have a voice. They are a kind of a peaceful people. And because they're a peaceful people, you keep pushing and pushing and pushing and not paying any attention to them. Miss Kim, for far too long, they have been taking substandard treatment. And it's about time the who is who put them first and realize they are our diamond. They are our bread and butter to look forward to, and buy some good ships and build a bridge and start doing something. Now, I'm going to allow, you know, Tobagonians to call in today. I'm not going to huff, but my thing is Tobago should be developed, more money going, more attention paid, and allegedly that minister should be removed. Have a blessed day. Thanks out.
Thank you so much for your contribution, Tanti, this afternoon. But which minister are you talking about? The Minister of Tourism or the Minister of Works and Transportation? But, I mean, nevertheless, as we continue in the discussion, as I was saying, when an election is completed, and we're going to get into it after this call. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live. Hi, good afternoon. Hello. Hi, good afternoon. It appears as if, we lost the call dropped, but we invite you to call back, 622-9785, 628-6093. Now, every time an election shifts the power from one party to the next, there is always a delay in completing projects due to audits and queries and plain talk, bad manners, incompetence in following up on the projects to see them to their completion. And who suffers? Who is suffering? It's us, it's we the people. It's our pockets taking the lash to build houses and build schools that sit down empty, collecting dust and cobwebs, while politicians play table tennis with the projects. Back and forth over he said and she said. The days for that has come to an end. We're pulling tight for the funds, and we really need answers, and more than answers, we need to see action and completion of these facilities. So with that said, I'd like to run a clip from one of your videos, Stark, looking at the San Juan Government School.
Yeah.
Working for you, right? Now, this is the primary school that have been under construction for the last, I don't know, right? They have these students in Crep. This is the school right now. All they wouldn't believe this, right? You understand? They have these students in Crep, some building in Crep, uncomfortable, and this is the school they building here, and this, well, I don't understand what's really going on here. Look, a piper moving, the guard boots, all kind of thing here. And fright teams are going. I don't know if I'll get sued for this, but I'm trespassing. You understand? I don't. Look what's going on here. This is the school they're building for all these years. The students uncomfortable in some building in Crep, opposite St. Joseph College. School. Look at this. Tree growing, all kind of thing. Look. This is a school they're building. It's almost like they stopped building school. I don't know what's going on. What when the money finish or something? Look what's going on here. And the government say they're working for us. This is madness. This is absolutely madness. I cannot believe this. I happen to see the gate open, I just walk in. I believe it. All of the longest I wanted to come in here. Look, this is the school. Bush growing, all kind of thing. All let's stop with the school, but all let's supposed to maintain it still. All let's supposed to maintain it still. This is madness. What the government doing really doing to this country, boy? All kind of schools closing down. Look at that. Look. This is madness.
Now, Stark, a little birdie made some noise recently claiming that you were in the UNC's pockets and trying to bring down the PNM. Is that the case? Are you being paid to do these videos?
I am not being paid one hell. You understand? Now, I just one day happened to just be scrolling through Facebook, right? And I bounce up the leader of the PEP, which is Phillip, right?
The forbidden name, and we're not going to give anybody any
yes,
more
yes,
mileage.
yes. I just happened to see he is talking about that the UNC is paying me to destroy him, right? They pay me $2,000 to destroy him, to talk about him. Now, and on top of that now, he said he's happy for me because I am a sufferer, right? Now, I take that to heart. I take that to heart because you, as a leader, destined to be the next Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago, and that is what you're saying to the poor people on the ground?
Right, but what motivated you to start doing these videos?
Right now, Trinidad is at the end, right? Now, the elderly people, the big people in this country, honestly, I am not seeing them doing anything for this country. Right now, I as a youth, I said, I am not going to watch the big people destroy this country. I as a youth, I want to gather the rest of the youth in Trinidad and Tobago and do something good for this country. Because if we don't do it, who will do it? You understand? Who will do it?
And why focus on these structures?
Well, the reason why I focus on the schools that have been abandoned, because ever since I know myself, the government is always say first, they're working for the youths, right? But yet still there's so much abandoned schools in Trinidad and Tobago, right? No, that hurt me. How could he be working for the youths? And all these schools are abandoned.
Right, now we've got to pause to take this call. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live.
Good afternoon, Cole.
Yes, my dear, good afternoon.
Mr. Star, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You should know my voice. We spoke previously before on the phone already. I wanted to continue the work that you're doing, highlighting the deficiencies in the country, right? We spoke about teaming up and me taking you to some places and some areas to see some other deficiencies that exist in the country.
Yeah.
My only problem, Mr. Stark, is that you want to have a political allegiance. You tend to bash the PNM and bash the... I think you highlight the issue and forget the politics. Understand? There are issues that need to be addressed. Highlight the issues and leave the politics out of it. Right? Whether PNM, whether UNC, whether whoever, keep the political opinions to yourself, but the issues that you're highlighting is real, they're genuine, and they need to be addressed, and they need to be highlighted. So continue doing the good work that you're doing, keep it up. The school, the same goes to you as well too. Right?
All right.
Thank you so much for your contribution, caller. How has the public responded to your video, Stark?
Well, as far as what I have seen, right, if it's that I am talking about the PNM, I am automatically a UNC, right? So if it's that I am saying that PNM leave the school abandoned, they say UNC, send me to say that.
Are you a UNC?
As far as what I am seeing in this country, PNM, PEP, well, PEP never got a chance. But it doesn't look like they will ever get a chance. You understand? Kamala, I definitely will support Kamala because when Kamala was in power, put aside all what was going on, we was actually seeing things being done in this country. Believe it or not, people wouldn't want to agree with what I'm saying, but it is true. No, they wouldn't want to agree with what I'm saying.
Oh gosh, Stark, you make me laugh here. Is Kamala, you say?
Yes, well,
look.
That is how we just drop it, you understand?
Great, and we're going to stick a pin and take this call. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live.
Hey, good afternoon.
Yes, my dear, good afternoon.
Star.
Good evening to you.
I just telling you, according to the caller before, forget the politics game. What you're doing as a youth is really good. I'm not calling it Alexander, whatever your name is, Phillip or whatever it is. That is just the devil trying to stop you from doing what you're doing. Keep that what you're doing. You're opening a lot of youth's eyes and you're fighting for the youth. You're fighting for the youth. So others that might feel like, yes, let's put aside the little cussing or whatever it is. But you're opening eyes that a lot of people was not seeing before. A lot of people. And what you're doing, Phillip and these people is just, let them battle the battle. But what you're doing, you put the youth, you opening the eyes. Because when you go in there and going through, forget, I just keep repeating that part, forget Phillip and them. All of them is just the devil being busy or whatever it is, maybe. You continue what you're doing, forget the politics part and the who else who, you do what you're doing. Don't stop, just keep going. Breaking and entering all the schools or abandoned buildings or whatever you're doing, you say you're doing, do it. If you can do it and highlight it, do it. Right, brother? Enjoy the rest of your day.
Thank you so much for your contribution, caller. But I don't think I want to have a political debate as it relates to PNM and UNC and, you know, under Kamala, as you said, the country was running better. Because I have my thoughts.
Yes.
And from the feedback that I have been getting, especially on the East-West corridor, those are not the sentiments expressed by the people on the East-West corridor. So let me just, you know, put that out there for you. You say that, okay, I mean, I could understand that a lot more things were happening.
Yes.
You know, in terms of... we had functional sea bridge and air bridge and so on and so forth. But a lot of other things were happening that, you know, I'm not going to get into at this point. I'm dealing with...
But that is my mission.
Right.
I am going to be highlighting the things that people frighten to highlight.
And that's why I brought you here, because I would like to congratulate you on this, what you're doing here. Because... viewers, if you think that this one video that I showed you with this school is which one? The San Juan Government School. Yeah. You have another school, the Cypress Gardens Government Primary School, that we're going to show you in a couple minutes after we take this call. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live.
Hello,
Okay.
Yes, my dear. How you doing?
Yeah, I'm now hearing the guy you have there saying how he see Kamala do a lot of things, right? But which part he do the lot of things? Not all about all what
where this caller is calling from? Caller, where are you calling from?
Yeah? You understand? Kamala do things to which part she feel to do to her own constituency. So what he talking about there? All over the country, I see what he talking about. And if you really watch, I notice anytime they have the Monday night forum, Kamala all time putting the African who she could pull in front the line. Little children, African children, she putting them in front to show a kind of face thing. You understand? So you see this fella now, he talking is one of those people Kamala could pull. You understand?
That is such a racial statement because
Right, go ahead.
everyone has rights. Everyone has rights to vote for whoever they choose. You understand? If it's that a black person decides to vote for the UNC, that is no problem. What you are saying is that black people should vote for black and Indian should vote for Indian. Now that is wrong. That is wrong. Now I have been in a P&M area my whole life, right? Now the road have been basically is dirt, right? That is a P&M area. Definitely P&M is supposed to come and fix that road. UNC not supposed to come and fix that road. Under Ms. Kamala Persad-Bissessar, we get that road fixed in 2 twos. You understand? In 2 twos. So if that I have been living in a P&M area for so long and P&M never do nothing for the own area, why would I support the P&M? Why would I do that?
Now, Star, let me just correct you. Any political party that is elected into office, it is their duty to do for all areas in this country. It's not because PNM vote or UNC people voted in a particular area. As a government, you have a right and a duty to look after all areas, because my show is neither PNM nor UNC. My show, The Cold Truth, it is for the people of Trinidad and Tobago. But again, as I said, I love the work that you're doing. I absolutely love the fact that as a young person, you have taken the initiative to, go out there, highlight something, I mean, as serious as the country's schools. And I did some of this work a couple years ago, with respect to HDC, and I also saw that you are highlighting HDC developments in this country. How many sites have you visited so far?
Well, basically 4.
And what is the status of these sites?
Trust me.
Tell us, we want to know.
You don't even want to see.
Guys, can we have one of the clips? Put it on a split screen so that the viewing audience can...
Right. No. This is madness once again, right? We are in Cypress Gardens Primary School that have been abandoned under this PNM government. As all you come in, all you share the live. You understand? So I am walking to the school that have been abandoned since the PNM come into power. This is madness. You understand? All you having children uncomfortable. You understand? Uncomfortable in all kind of, box and all you can build the school and make it uncomfortable. All you share the live. I walk into the school, and guess what? This is the school here. And guess what? It has some agency houses that are abandoned right next to the school. So they abandoned the house and plus the agency. This is madness. All make sure and share the live. Share the live. This is madness. I'm going to go inside the school here. I can't take this. We put this PNM government into power. We put them into power to fix this country. You understand? We put them here to fix this country. And this is what they're doing. You understand? For the children's future. You understand? We ask all, we'll be giving all our taxpayers money. We asking all to fix the schools. All the schools are abandoned. Sometimes students want to transfer from school to school, but the schools then tell them that they have no room and set. Fixing these schools, man. All they live in these schools right, they abandoned. Look at this. Look at this nice school. Look at that. Abandoned. All they make sure and share the life, please. Make sure and share the life. What is really, we have to put this PNM government in the place. We have to put them in the place. We put them there. Our tax money paying them. Our tax money paying them. You understand? We have to beg them for them to do things. So all are working for we. All you're working for us. You know, this is madness. This is another primary school abandoned. It was the construction started under the UNC, and then the PNM came in power and just leave it right there. A law needs to be put into place. A law needs to be put into place. Because this is when you start something, you have to finish it. You have to finish it. You have to finish it. This is madness. Stocks won't cost. We have to launch a protest. Let me go across. I've done show you school already. Let me go across and show you the agency houses that are abandoned there. Agency houses. People protesting, people begging, people paying money for agency house and they still ain't getting it. And them have a host of the agency houses here abandoned for the longest while. Longest while, once again, it started under the UNC and just abandoned under the PNM. Look at across there. Look at agency houses. All the time in PNM government, boy. All the time is something wrong. Look at houses. All they make sure and share the life. As all they come in, share the life. This thing gave me real mad. You understand? Something needs to be done with this PNM government. We need to start a protest. You understand? People in Trinidad are not serious. They're not serious. All they make sure and share the life. People in Trinidad are not serious. Abandoned agency houses. We ask some of the construction, they say, look this tractor here. You know how much one of this tractor? You know how much one of this tractor and they just abandon the tractor and all. You just abandon the tractor. Look at the houses. This is madness. We the youth, we had to fight for this country because like big people, real racial in this country.
Wow. We've got to pause for this call. Hi, good afternoon, caller. You are live. Hello. Hi, good afternoon. Caller, you're live.
Hi, good afternoon, caller. You are live.
Good afternoon.
Yes, good afternoon.
I'm live?
Yes, you're live, caller. You seeing what's going on this TV screen here?
Sorry about that. Hello. What I have to say, it's so sad to see PNM disintegrating in front of our own eyes. It's very sad. Thank you.
What did the caller say?
I don't really understand that part.
So how many schools have you highlighted?
No, this is about 7th school that I highlighted.
So tell me the names of the schools, if you could remember.
Pre-Cell Primary School, San Juan Primary School, Malabar Primary School, well, Preside Gardens Primary School, Crep, St. Joseph Secondary School. There's a lot more. There's a lot more.
And I saw in your video that the St. Joseph Government Secondary School,
yes,
they have doors.
It have everything in the school.
They have ceilings. Now,
yes.
I do not encourage, come to me guys, come to me. Or you could put it on a split screen. So I do not encourage anybody to break the law. As far as I am aware, you have ceiling tiles, you have doors.
Well,
you have...
I am encouraging them to break the law.
No. I cannot encourage, and I cannot encourage you
for
or anybody to break the
buildings,
law. But I'm saying, if it were me,
yes,
and I am a taxpayer, and I am building my house, and I have no doors, I was going to go and take one of that. But I am not encouraging you to break the law. Hi, good afternoon.
All right,
caller,
take the call.
You're live.
Take the call.
Yeah?
Yes, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, ma'am.
Yes, my dear, you're live.
Yes, I understand what the gentleman is saying there. You see, we Trinidadians, once we have food in our house, we don't care if the neighbor don't get any food. So we don't have to protest and we don't have to come out. So when the UNC go in power, we don't protest, and when the PNM go in power, nobody protests. And this country is too small for politicians to come here and do what they want and thief and do one set of rubbish and nobody stands up and do nothing. Because if you see the neighbor, if you see somebody chopping by the road, you pull your curtain and you see and you pull it back. But when you get chopping your tail, you go say, neighbor, you go say, I see, and that is how Trinidadians are. So all of we go just have to suffer and leave it at that. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you so much for your contribution, caller. Yes, Stack.
Now, what I want to say for the longest while,
yes,
and I have been saying it,
yes,
right? It doesn't matter who is in power.
Right.
A project starts under this government.
Right.
It doesn't matter who is there for the next government.
Right.
The project must go on. A law needs to be put into place. And at the end of the day, they don't forget to take our tax money.
Correct.
They don't forget to do that, right? So it's our tax money that have them building all these schools in Trinidad for them to just abandon it. So if it's that they are abandoning all these schools and just leaving it there, why are we giving them our money?
Hi,
why are we giving them our money?
Well, let's see if the caller could answer. Caller, you could answer that. You're live. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon again, Cole.
Yes, my dear.
I'm now seeing some other videos that you put up here now, and you recognize. I hope you recognize that what you need to do. Your videos are now becoming mainstream focused. So you need to sensitize the language you use when you're making your videos because it could be on TV6. That is the first thing to do, right? The second thing we need to do, we need to put in and make this thing official and get here in mainstream TV. You understand?
Yeah, I understand what you're talking about.
So I'm saying, as I said, when we come off the air, I will call you and we need to spoke, okay?
All right, no problem, my brother.
All right.
Thank you so much for your contribution. Caller Stark, big things happening for you already, boy.
Well, I'm telling you.
No, but as I was, trying to say earlier, I congratulate you as a youth in this country for taking a positive step forward to highlight the issues. I don't care if PNM is in power. I don't care if UNC is in power. I don't care if it's ILP. I don't care if you are a part of PEP or you're trying to resurrect Hulsi Bagan and the MOP. This cannot happen anymore. The country is in an economic recession, and you saying to me, look at it, put up the split screen, look at the schools, millions of dollars, hundreds of millions of dollars and billions of dollars have been allocated to the building of these projects, and they just leave it hang up.
The kids keep raising tax and tax and tax on this and tax on that. But look at that. All these schools are abandoned. On my way here, I actually see an abandoned school in Woodbrook.
Hi, good afternoon, caller. You're live.
Hi, good afternoon, Ms. Cole, Mr. Stark.
Good evening to you.
I simply called to correct some misinformation that Mr. Stark divulged on national TV. Cypress Gardens is those units that are currently being worked on and are scheduled to be occupied pretty soon. Not all, 3 of these units, but they are tendering out by phase basis. So it is inaccurate to come on national TV to say these units are being abandoned and not being worked on.
Stark, when did you take this footage?
Last week. It doesn't matter. The fact that y'all took so long to finish this, the school already basically finished.
No, but if you're saying that you took this footage last week, because I was looking at your live, I follow your page, last week, so you're saying to me, but in the last 6 days that they fixed, they renovated, they rectified. Well, then if they were able to, if you were able to get this kind of results in 6 days, then, my friend, go in the hospitals and highlight it. We would get better things.
I'm telling you.
All around. I will point out, issues, and you go and, as they say, loud it up and shine them up, because this is what we want. But, as far as I am aware, there are 26 developments in this country with dilapidated houses. Billions of dollars have been allocated to these projects, and they just, leave it up in smoke. PNM was in power, they build some houses, UNC come in power, they leave the houses and they move on, and then UNC start building new projects, and then PNM come in power and they abandon it. So all of them is the same thing, all of them bad. I ain't taking no sides, all bad.
And you know what they say?
It's the same thing.
And you know what they say? You know who you just have to blame at the end then?
The people.
The people of Trinidad and Tobago.
The citizens of this country. Hi,
because
good afternoon.
if they stand up, this will never happen.
Hi, good afternoon. Caller, you are live.
Yes, good afternoon, Ms. Scoop.
Yes, my dear, good afternoon.
Yes, people are saying that there should be no politics involved. This country is about politics. If you listen to the things that people say, politics is involved in everything. What this gentleman is doing here is very, very good, and I wish he would continue.
I will.
Well, we have
to encourage him to continue. I'm an age person, and you have my support.
Thank you very
much. People cannot take it any longer. Politics is involved in everything. As soon as the gentleman opens his mouth, somebody called him from PNM and tell me, as well as this PNM country. We have 2 governments who come into power maybe every 5 years. Politics is involved in everything in this country. And there's somebody who will blame, somebody will leave things abandoned, and this is how they come into office.
Yeah.
By talking about the politics of the previous government. That's how they come into office. That's how we work with them. They say they're going to do things that are better, and when they come, they do all sorts of things. And the people suffer. It ain't easy out there, you know, in school. It ain't easy. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for your contribution this afternoon. And Mr. Monroe, I'm asking you if you are looking at the program. I hope that you are looking at the program. If you are looking, could you please call in and give us, you know, your take on what you have seen there. And guys, I know that I do have a couple other videos. Could you please just play the visual and not the audio? Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live. Hello? Hello, good afternoon.
Please hang on.
So you have visited 7 schools so far?
And basically, it's about 20-something people that contacted me, telling me there is abandoned school there, there's abandoned agency houses there. So it's all over, but just that I didn't happen to reach you as yet. You understand? I just happened to reach you as yet. So I will continue doing that. I will continue highlighting, showing the people things that, you know, the news not bringing over. You understand? Not to say that they can't do it.
Well,
they want to, they could do it, but they wouldn't.
They wouldn't.
You understand?
And you have to ask yourself why. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live.
Good evening.
My love, how are you doing, Tant?
Yes. Miss Cole, I'm on?
Yes, my dear, you are live.
Yes. Good. Miss Cole, again, a special good evening to you by I'm a fan of yours. Now, I hope Mr. Monroe is looking at this as well. I've heard Mr. Monroe contributing concerning black youth, African youth. Young Stark, I will call you Master Stark because I'm an elderly person.
Thank you very much.
Congratulate you as a young African youth to be doing something about your race. I am proud of you. But son, a little advice from an elderly old lady. Age brings wisdom, right? You are yet still a young coconut tree growing. Don't be sidetracked by anything. Follow your heart like Nelson Mandela, like Mahatma Gandhi. Don't let you're brilliant. You are brilliant. I am proud of you, young African young man. I am proud. Mr. Monroe must be looking at you and can't speak, can't dial. I am so proud of you, son. I can even put you up as a role model. Now, my advice to you, please do not be sidetracked by politicians. Don't let them use your brilliance, please, as a mother, elderly. Now, you see, I may have counted about 7 times you used PNM. And again, like the other caller said, please leave politics out of it, and you have a far way to go. Walk in the great footsteps. Don't let other people use your brilliance for their benefit. Now, Miss Cole, a gentleman called just now, and I was so taken back. You didn't hear what he said. What he said was, it is so sad to see PNM disintegrating in front of our own eyes. And I believe he said under PNM. Now, this is a party that was really, it brought us out of the white man's clutches. And it's sad to see it disintegrating. It's sad to see that it's a party. The founding father, fought for our independence, and here it is going to the dogs. And you have them. Yesterday I was emotional and you told me to be calm. I still am emotional from yesterday's show. But like I said, that was what the man said. It is so sad to see PNM disintegrating in front of our very own eyes under the PNM. And it's sad to hear you, young Stark, saying 7 times under the PNM. No, babes. Look at it objectively. Look at how the land was sold, 50 million, but it went to 150 million or 200 million. And look at all the houses that were not touched, but new projects were started. And know how people get their money, how corruption starts before you blame. I myself, I'm going to tell you, elderly, I'm neither voting for PNM nor UNC. I am, and that other thing, I'm not even mentioning its name.
All right.
Thank you so much for your contribution.
Yeah.
Thanks. I don't know what happened there. Hi, good afternoon, caller. You're live.
You party a chance. God bless. Miss Call chance out.
Thank you so much. I love.
Oh God, she's still there.
Hi, good afternoon, caller. You're live. Hello. 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 Guys, could you disconnect the call? Caller,
Hello?
we invite you to call back. Hi, good afternoon, caller. You're live. Yes, you're live. Hello.
Hello?
Yes, good afternoon. You are live.
Hi, good afternoon.
Yes, you are live. Please make your contribution.
I am a 60-year-old person. And, hello?
Caller, could you please
Alright,
listen to
I am a 60-year-old person.
Uh-huh.
And for the 5 years that the World Partnership ruled this country was the 5 best years that we had. The young man is saying the right thing. Kamala ruled the country, and she looked after all areas of Trinidad, not only the UNC areas, but all areas. And what we expect her to do in 5 years, she couldn't fix the entire country in 5 years. She ruled as a mother would take care of her children, step by step. And I would like to see that come next general election, I will definitely vote for the UNC once I am alive. This country, under the PNM government, for the last couple of years that they have been there, have sent us down a sewage drain, not even a regular water drain. We have gone down a sewage drain and sinking. That is my contribution. I keep up the good work, young man.
All right, I will.
Thank you so much for your contribution, caller. You are entitled to vote for whoever you want to vote in the next elections. I am saying that between 2010 and 2015, you had well over $250 billion spent, and Lavantil still in the position that it is in.
Thank you.
That it was in when the PNM had it there. So if the UNC government or the People's Partnership government was as good as you want to put it, Lavantil, Bitam, Silots, Mova, and all these other areas, they would have been better. So don't call me and try to piss on my back and convince me rain falling. If you want to vote for the UNC, good for you. I cannot blame you for that. I am not going to vote for the PNM. I am not going to vote for the UNC. You know, you have some of them talk show hosts say, my vote is not for sale. Well, it's time for all your vote to start to be for sale and ensure that you get what it is you deserve, the things that the resources of this country is allocated to you, the people. Hi, good afternoon. Caller, you're live.
Ladies and gentlemen, our country is falling apart.
The nation is in mourning tonight.
Our institutions are failing. Crime is out of control. It is our duty to fix it. We are touching on every sector of society. Race, class, and corruption. Nothing is off limit. No holds barred. The Cold Truth with Kim Cole. The power belongs to the people. Join us right here, Monday to Sunday, 4:45 p.m. to 5:45 p.m.
Welcome back to the Cold. Welcome back. You are viewing the Cold Truth, and I am Kim Cole, bringing the cold truth and nothing but the truth. Mr. Monroe, I have asked if you are viewing this afternoon's program. I would like to hear your feedback. I'm pretty certain the people would like to hear what you have to say as it relates to some 22 schools. As the gentleman said, he highlighted 7 so far, and there are about 15 or more schools that he intends to highlight. You know, I want to hear, you know, your take as, you know, a serious-minded citizen of this country. But as we continue on in our discussion, have you encountered more positive feedback than negative feedback?
Yes. I could definitely say that with pride.
More positive feedback.
More positive feedback.
Mm-hmm.
You understand?
Mm-hmm. Now, tell me a little bit more about yourself and your background. Who is Stark Grimes?
Right. My name is Starks Camario Fisher Grimes. I go by the name Stark Entertainment.
Right.
You understand? And, well, I grew up in Santa Cruz, you know, for almost like 20 years. And basically, I moved out to my parents' house, live there, live here, live everywhere. You know how the young people just do it. You understand? And I started up doing Best Village. After Best Village, I realized like Best Village wasn't really my thing. And then the next thing, next topic we had to talk about too.
Yes.
You understand? Because the government do not support the African culture in Trinidad and Tobago.
Which government?
On the whole.
Oh, I want you to say it. All governments.
Thank you. You understand?
Right.
I thought you were going to put words in my mouth. You understand? On the whole. You understand? Because look at Best Village. They say the government always saying that the youths don't really follow the culture. How can they follow the culture where they're not spending money? Huh? If they have done a football competition, they were just like send $5,000 for the youth, and them as dogs, right? They don't treat them like dogs. No. If it's that you spending enough money for the youths, they will say, all right, you know, I didn't have this game, I can afford to go in the grocery and buy something, buy a football, but the little bit of money they're spending on the things, and the cultural things in Trinidad and Tobago, the youths are not going to participate in it.
Right.
They are not going to participate in it.
So let's take a pin in this to take this call. Hi, good afternoon, caller. You're live.
Hello?
Yes, my lady. Good evening.
Hello?
Yes, my love. You're live. Good afternoon.
My God. Go say hello again.
622-9785 or 628-6093. Please mute your TV when you call in and listen to me on your phone. Don't listen to me on your TV.
I'm still not hearing her. Not hearing her at all.
Hi, good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Kim.
Yes, my lady. How are you doing?
Hi. Listen, both you and I and many people know that the Black Caucus had an answer to many of the questions that people are asking now. You know, UNC has failed us. PNM has failed us. But the Black Caucus was trying its best to get these houses, these thousands of houses, which have been left just to mold away and die. Thousands of houses empty, and they haven't done anything about it. The government promised Black Caucus and deceived Black Caucus and did not give them any houses to give out to the people. It's true that it was on different conditions, but Black Caucus had some very good ideas, but they were not allowed to express their ideas. They just deceived them. And that young man, I think he's a very good young man, and he's very intelligent, but as the lady said just now, I'm afraid that he is being deceived in many ways by a certain party. Now, I want to speak about the Black Caucus scheme, and I want to know when we are going to have another issue on the Black Caucus. Because it's a long time. It's about time that we started talking more about the Black Caucus because we wanted to come back into action. Right now it's dead, and we want it back into action. Maybe Mr. Monroe could say more about this. And recently here, just last night, a young single mother was crying out to me how she can't get housing at all. She says, even, I don't know if this is true or if it is false, that this government has stopped the rent to own, and that's the only thing that gave her some hope. But let us leave politics out of it, and let us try and help the Black Caucus to come back into action. Once they come back into action, we'll see things moving. Okay? Bye.
Thank you so much for your contribution, my love. Yes, stop. What would you like to accomplish for yourself? Now, a lot of my callers who are elders, now, you and I may be smarter than they are, but they have more wisdom than we have, right? It's an absolute difference. You are being advised to not, fall into the political traps of the politicians to pick a side and push an agenda for anybody, for, some crumbs, because clearly you are making an impact. What, what would you like to accomplish for yourself? What are your goals?
Well, my dream is to see myself in the big movies, you understand? I want to see myself like the Black Panther. You understand? I want to be the next superhero for the Caribbean. You understand? But you know, Trinidad thinks it's very hard. You know, most people say, you know, you just had to come out of Trinidad to literally be what you want to be in this life. You know? Especially when it comes to acting, it's very hard in Trinidad. You know, the government has basically, I would say, nothing to do with these things. You understand? Nothing.
And how can people connect with you? Where can they find you on social media?
Well, on Instagram, you can find me by the Stark Entertainment. On YouTube, it's same thing, Stark Entertainment. On my fan page on Facebook, same thing, Stark Entertainment. On my Facebook profile, it's Starks Grimes.
Starks Grimes.
Yes.
So what else can we look forward to you, you know, highlighting?
Well,
within you know, the immediate short term, what can we look forward to?
Well, basically, they are going to be seeing more things being done by me. I'm going to be going all over Trinidad and Tobago, highlighting all of the things that this government abandoned. You know?
Well, all governments. Let us be fair.
All government on the whole.
Right. the issues.
You know? Everything I'm going to be, you know, going to house, finding out, you know, what is the problem, you know, what you want to see being done in this country. You know, because people want to, you know, to say things, but they don't know how to go along with it. So, you know, I am here to help them, right? But I can't do it by myself. So I'm going to need people to help me.
Well, I was now about to ask you if you know your grandfather, your great grandfather, you know, left a pile of money for you, because I know doing these things, you know, take time. And I mean, the last thing I heard was that you're a sufferer.
Yes, the last thing I heard that as well. I'm a sufferer. You understand that? I'm holding on to one hand and still smiling. You understand?
You're holding on by one hand.
By one hand and still smiling. You understand?
So if, you know, people would like to contribute to you, how can they do that?
Well, they can contact me by 332-8401. That is my number. Well, that is my only number. You understand? Or you can contact any other of my fan pages. All sites is Stark Entertainment, so you can contact me there.
Okay. So you said that you're going to be highlighting more issues. You're going to be on the ground dealing with the people. Dealing with the
people on the ground, yeah.
Right. But what are the issues on the ground that, you know, you are privy to thus far? What's the biggest complaint right now, you know, as it relates to the people on the ground?
The biggest complaint is crime. Everybody knows the biggest complaint is crime. You understand? And basically, that has to do with the youths. And as you can clearly see, all the schools abandoned in Trinidad and Tobago. The government is not really, they don't have time with the youths.
Okay.
They don't have time with the youths.
Fair enough.
So if it's that they don't have time with the youths, how you expect the crime to go down? How do you expect that to go down?
Okay, and you mentioned something about Best Village and culture. They're not supporting culture.
They're not supporting culture. They need to start to support culture. You understand?
What about sports? What you hearing? What tongue say? What the ground saying?
Sports. Sports in Trinidad and Tobago, not enough is being, same thing, the government is not spending money, right? I as a youth, right? And I am entering a football competition, right? We win. The government paid out $5,000, $10,000, but at the most there's actually paid out. So that had a split between more 12 players, and plus coach, and plus who sponsor. So how much you will really get time to give everybody money, right? So now I want to be a footballer, and I see that this is what's going on. I cannot make nothing off that money. Why would I want to join sports?
Okay.
I would want to do something else that can bring any money faster.
Right.
You know? So definitely, we have the solution for crime right there. Not enough money is being spent for the youth in this country.
I see. What about healthcare? Have you visited any hospitals thus far?
Yes. Well, Mount Hope. You know, when you go there, you just have a hope not to die. You understand? Because there's high waiting there so long just to get your heart checked. So basically, the period of time that there's high waiting in Mount Hope, you get dead. You get dead. But, you know, the people fighting to open the children's hospital in Couva, but nothing is being done about it.
And I saw that you said that you jumped the fence.
I jumped the fence.
And you took some footage.
Footage and video of what is really going on, because people need to see what is really going on the ground. You understand?
So let me pause for a minute. Guys, could I, do you have any footage, any more footage, so that we can do a split screen, the people can see, you know, what is happening? Play a split, could you please play a split screen of anything?
There's a new hospital building in Arima, and I wouldn't be shocked that they close it down and say they have no money. So before you all started the construction, right? Didn't you all put aside the money for that particular project?
But what level of education do you have, Stark?
Well, I went to Bonnet Secondary.
What's the furthest level you reached?
Secondary.
But I am saying, you telling me that you attended secondary school and you answered the $100 billion question. Before you all embarked upon these projects, did you not ensure that you were able to afford these projects? And if you, could answer that question, then is it a case that the politicians, present, past, are continuously taking the citizens of this country, Trinidad and Tobago, for fools?
Yeah.
Because if you have the answer, and Alex may have the answer, and William may have the answer, and I may have some answers, and we're not as near qualified, we have no PhDs as these others, then they're really giving the citizens of this country a raw deal. So when you're protesting, when you're planning to protest?
No, I have been trying to get people on Facebook to protest every day. But you know, Trinidadians, lazy, you understand? You can't get them out of the house. Everybody talking about protests and protests, but nobody is literally going out and protest. Look at the tax. Tax, for instance.
Right.
When they protest in Portland to the budget, right? Trinidad have 1 million something people. And basically what you saw in tongue was just basically, if I say 300 for the most, that is real people. You understand? We have so many people in Trinidad and Tobago.
Right.
For to be having a protest with just 300 people.
Do you think that because the people don't come
They're
out?
not serious, they're not serious.
Is it that the people not serious or the people are despondent?
Not the fact that they're not responding, they're not serious. They let too much racial people in Trinidad and Tobago. So if it's that they are PNM, they wouldn't go and protest against PNM. So they don't want to see the betterment for this country. They are the reason for everything that is going on in this country.
Race.
Race.
Race and politics.
And the elderly folks in Trinidad and Tobago are the racial people because youths today, they are not racial. They don't care literally. They don't care about this.
Well, okay.
Yeah, it is truth. Because you don't hear youths talking racial talk. You understand? You don't hear that.
But even if you don't hear them talking about it, but look, let me leave that, that race and politics topic for a different day because, I mean, quite frankly, we don't have time. We almost out of time. We have just about 2 or 3 minutes. Again, I'm getting a call. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live. Hi, good afternoon. Hello? Hi, good afternoon. 622-9785 or 628-6093. So the hospitals are in a mess. They're building schools and they're just abandoning the project.
Yes, yes.
Now, it can be argued that one particular political organization just decided that they will bill to thief. And
I am not going to stop highlight these schools until a law being put into place. When you start a project, it doesn't matter who in power, you have to finish it.
Well,
because by you leaving it right there, that means half of these schools, 4 years and more, abandoned. So that means they had these students in container, uncomfortable for so long, and then going on TV around election time, talking about they're working for the youths of this country.
And serve the people.
But they not come at my house. I want them to come at my house.
And we ready and ready.
And we ready and ready.
And serve the people.
Yeah.
And
come by my house.
All they're doing is serving themselves.
Yeah. Come by my house. I have a gift for you. Definitely wouldn't like it.
Final caller for this evening. Hi, good afternoon, caller, you're live.
Good afternoon, Cole.
Yes, my dear, you're live.
I know this could be a difficult interview for you.
Why you say that? Why you say that?
It just might be, right? But handled it well, Mr. Stark. You on point with your issues. Keep up the good work. We would speak after.
All right.
You're also right. You're also very correct about the schools. But there's a lot of police here. You're still young in the game, Mr. Stark, and you still don't understand the political game that are being played. And some of your facts not correct, right? Some of your facts, UNC built some of those when you were talking about the buildings. And PNM leave it abandoned. That's why I tell you, leave the politics out of it.
Thank you so much. Sorry.
Caller, you're not understanding what I'm saying.
I'm saying thank you so much for your contribution, caller. We just have about 1 minute to go. How much we have?
All right,
thank you
nice
so
being
much.
here.
Thank you so much to Stark for being a part of this evening's program.
Yes.
Thank you so much to our viewing audience. We've run out of time. Be sure to tune in tomorrow for the cold truth on the issues that affect everyone in this nation. Bye.
Hey, stop doing that. I am not the Black Panther.
Ladies and gentlemen, our country is falling apart.
The nation is in mourning tonight.
Our institutions are failing. Crime is out of control. It is our duty to fix it. We are touching on every sector of society. Race, class, and corruption. Nothing is off limit. No holds barred. The Cold Truth with Kim Cole. The power belongs to the people. Join us right here, Monday to Sunday, 4:45 p.m. to 5:45 p.m.